of all the dimensions. Get ready to kiss my fist.
A lesson to all you wannabe bad guys out there. When destroying dimensions and defying do-gooders, watch out. Because you might unleash forces beyond your control. Like the palpable power of 4 sensational Spider-Men.
Wait, the tablet! Oh, it could still be mine! It could still...
Some guys never learn. And, speaking of learning, you should learn how to count. Something tells me you're outnumbered. Gentlemen.
I really hate this fella.
Come on, he's a blast to kick in the face.
Pal, you got... Shot!
Well done. The walls of reality are rebuilding themselves.
That's convenient.
And now, you must all return to your own dimensions.
See you later, older and less cool versions of me.
Old? Hey, I'm from the future. To me, all you guys are ancient history.
Good to know there is a future, and men like you to carry on the good fight.
Word. Bye, guys. Next time you should hang around longer. We could start a bridge club or something. Come on, Misty. Time to drop you off at Supervillain Daycare.
Thank you, Spider-Man. You should be proud to know your legacy is being upheld across time and space.
Yeah, those guys were all right. But you have to admit...
With 4 different Spider-Men?
The one thing I know for sure...
Out of all of them?
I'm the best!
And so ends one of the most titanic team-ups of all time. And what have we learned here today, Marvelites? That no matter what corner of the cosmos you may find yourself in, there'll always be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man to save the day. And to all of you web-spinning wonders, I proudly say, Excelsior!
Well, there you go, Spider fans. That is Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions. We've, oh sweet, I beat my time. I thought I was taking too long in the, well, between 2099 and my amazing playthrough. I thought I was doing pretty bad. My previous best time for this last level was 20 minutes and 1 second. And normally I don't care about level time that much, but I was like, come on, 20 minutes and 1 second? I can't break 20 minutes? Lame. But, apparently I did. Go me. Anyway, yeah, that's Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. Let's take a look at the credits of the people who made this fine game. I know that credits aren't the most interesting thing in the world, but I do like to show them in my Let's Plays, because people work hard on these games. Also, the Spider-Man credits have some interesting things going on, as you've probably already figured out. Looks like it's Wabbit season for Kraven. Yeah, we sort of go through all the bosses in the game, do like a little recap of the Spider-Man confrontation with them, and then sort of show the aftermath of what happened after they were defeated. So here we have Hammerhead, who can't seem to live without guns attached to his hands, so he's using bright orange duct tape to make them stay there. That's cool, I guess. Now, the Hobgoblin one is actually probably the one I find the most confusing. Because, like, okay, we fought Hobgoblin. He was actually super scary. He could, like, make clones of himself and... Oh, so the repercussions of him losing are that he gets, like, a team of Power Rangers of himself. Like... That seems like kind of a loose end. I feel like 2099 is going to have a rough day with that. I really like the Electro, like, air quotes, punishment, because it sort of riffs on one of the jokes that Ultimate Spider-Man had throughout the level. No pants! It's really hard to cover up when you're that tall. And, you know, probably hated by most people. Because if you were a giant and people liked you, they might make you a giant pair of underwear. I also really like Sandman's. You know what they say, time makes fools of us all. And I say that because he looks ridiculous in there. Ah, Vulture, I could not be more glad that you are defeated. You are the worst. I hate you so very much. And now he's a sideshow freak in a giant bird cage. So, pretty much nothing happened to Vulture. That's kind of disappointing. There's Scorpion. Looks really scary over there on the right. And I guess his natural pincers are too giant to make snowflake-like cutouts in paper. I don't know, that's kind of a silly one. I don't really know where that comes from. It's funny, though. Here's Deadpool, the guy who likes to hear himself talk. I really do think that's the best level in the game. And now he's stranded on a desert island. Well, at least he's there with his favorite person, himself. Whoosh. Yeah, it's a small island, and there's nothing around there. Someone in the comments pointed out that Deadpool also isn't a Spider-Man villain, which is very much true, and I'm not sure why I didn't point that out at the time. I don't know why it only bothers me with Juggernaut. I mean, it's probably partially just because... oh yeah, this one's kind of weird. So, like, Spider-Man leaves Juggernaut with the, like, villain authorities? I mean, granted, I don't really know much about Silver Sable. But this seems weird. I do enjoy this, though. The weird, campy postcard she creates with that photo. But yeah, I guess it's just because I really like the Deadpool level, and, like, I don't really have strong feelings about the Juggernaut level, honestly. I think it's short. That's sort of what I would say about that. And here's Goblin, who's giving spider balloons to all the children who seem to be pointing and laughing at him, which, you know, all things considered, that's probably like a living nightmare for him. So that's also a little bit morbid. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, the tone of these doesn't seem consistent. Like, some of them are just silly, some of them are, like, kind of like cruel and unusual punishment. And this one, I don't get this one at all either. Here's Dr. Octopus, and, like, I get that she's responsible for the creation of Scorpion and Hobgoblin, but I don't understand why she's like a mother of 8 clones of them, or whatever. But, you know, if there's anyone equipped to take care of lots of young children, it's a mother with 8 arms, right? And here's Carnage hanging out with, I guess this is just like the people afflicted by his, like, zombie virus, and now they're all just giving each other bunny ears in a photo op. And then finally, here's Mysterio. And I really like the image they have for this, even though it's not my favorite of the, like, ironic punishments. So it might be hard to tell looking at it at first, but he's, like, dumping fish food into a fish bowl, and, like, there's a reflection of, like, a castle in his helmet, and it just sort of, like, it's this weird juxtaposition of, like, oh, hold on, post-credits scene.
So, what'd I miss?
What the?
Nuff said, kids. Nuff said.
I guess we've come full circle on that Simpsons movie joke. You know, Spider Pig? Spider Pig does whatever a Spider Pig does. Well, I guess we could ask Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider Ham, what it is that a Spider Pig does. But yeah, to finish off my responses to the ironic punishment slideshow, I like the juxtaposition that they have of, like, everyone always makes fun of Mysterio for, like, wearing a fishbowl on his head. And then his punishment is just sort of that he's, like, left alone to take care of some fish. He's like wearing, like fuzzy slippers and everything. It just seems so ridiculous. It's like he got fired from his job of being a supervillain, and now his only friends are these fish. It's just this really strange image. But yeah, these credits are gonna go on for, like, literally eternity. I didn't actually clock it, but, like, I let them run when I was doing one of my practice runs. You can actually skip them, which is nice. I wouldn't advise skipping through the first ones, mostly just because, you know, there's some cool imagery, and then you'd miss out on Spider Pig. Well, I think the way it works is if you skip the slideshow stuff, then you go straight to Spider Pig, and then I think you can skip that and go straight to these credits, which you can also skip. So it's just sort of 3 separate credit entities that you can skip just by pressing the A button. Or, I guess that's X if you're playing PlayStation. But yeah, as I started saying in the very beginning, I do like to let the credits run in my Let's Plays, because, well, for one, a lot of people put a lot of hard work into making these games. And I'm a really big fan of Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. It has some problems. Many of them are named Vulture. But, you know, I can't really hold it against it. Most games have at least one frustrating thing about them. And even though there's a lot of little nitpicky things that I complain about in relation to this game throughout the Let's Play, I really don't have any major problems with it. I mean, I have some the biggest thing I have that you could call a major problem is that, like, I just don't think that the Spider-Man Noir mechanics are polished enough. It's a really good idea, as I was saying in the Mysterio fight. Like, it's a cool idea. The aesthetics are cool. Like, the combination of stealth and Spider-Man is interesting, and we haven't really seen that, at least in any of the video games. I mean, obviously, Spider-Man Noir was already a series of graphic novels. I think it was graphic novels and not comics. Not 100% sure on that, but I think it was. But it's a really cool idea, and I would love for it to fully work. But like there's just some like inconsistent things where enemies can spot you when they shouldn't, and then they can't when they really should. And like both of those things bother me. It's not just when they see me when I'm trying to be stealth that bothers me. Like it also bothers me a little bit when like they should see me and I get away with it. Like in terms like as a player, I appreciate that because it means I haven't gotten caught and I'm not about to be filled full of nighttime. But like it still kind of bugs me. I mean, like I've always really been fascinated with like games and toys, and especially since I took some computer programming classes in high school, and like even though I haven't really followed up on that very much, like I find that concept really interesting. So now when I play video games, I try to like think of how these things are implemented and how they're designed, which is why I spend a lot of time waxing poetic about these things during the course of various Let's Plays. I do it on the Renegade Constabulary channel as well, where I record videos with my friend Tekazurek. But, like, I know it's probably annoying for me to spend my time playing the game talking about, like, why I think the game sucks. Which, like, usually it's not really that. It's usually just sort of like, I mean, sometimes it's that I have an issue with the way something works. And I'm really just like, no, I don't understand why you've designed this way. I think it's silly. Like, you should have done this differently. But like a lot of the times, it's just sort of like it's largely me trying to understand it like out loud while I'm playing. Because like I think a cardinal sin of a lot of new Let's Players and some Let's Players with experience even is to like have large like gaps in between like commentary. Like the whole point of a Let's Play as opposed to just like a video walkthrough is to have commentary. Like you want to hear these credits are so long that my controller tries to turn off in the middle of them. Like I feel like we could have maybe, because they only fill like maybe like 55% of the screen. I feel like we could have shrunk the text a little, put some on both sides, and maybe had this take less than like half an hour. Good God, I hope it's not actually a half an hour long. Like I said, I didn't clock it. I was just sort of like, this is still going. But yeah, not to say that I think I'm like the greatest Let's Player or that I know everything about Let's Playing, because I certainly don't. There are definitely plenty of people out there who are better at this than I am. But I think I'm a reasonably competent Let's Player, and I think one of the reasons that I am is because I've gradually been training myself to kill my inner monologue while I'm playing, which sort of has like two consequences to it. One is that everything I'm saying is just completely like stream of consciousness, which probably annoys some people, and they're entitled to that opinion because I can't say that they shouldn't be annoyed by that. It's kind of ridiculous, kind of silly. But it seems like at least some people also enjoy just me like muttering random things or like making obscure television references, and hopefully you do. Hopefully you're in that camp. Honestly, if you're watching me talk over the credits to Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions, I assume that you're in that camp, so thank you very much, because you're only hearing this if you're still watching, which means that you probably like me. Feel free to like this video if you want to let me know that you're out there. You don't have to. I'm not the kind of person who wants to make you feel bad for not doing it. I mean, Lord knows I don't like every video that I like on YouTube. Like, that would just... And I don't even know why I don't. Like, I really should, considering that, like, I'm a Let's Player and I know how much a Let's Player appreciates it when you get that type of feedback. So I really should be doing that more. But I don't, so I can't really hold it against other people for not doing so. So many things I could talk about. I sort of told myself as I began playing this that when I ran out of things to say, I was going to stop talking, and then I was going to try and speed up the entire credit sequence and compress it so that it would all go under my commentary. So if this is actually, if the credits are actually going really fast because I've decided to do that at some point, just ignore me talking about how slow they're going, because in real life they're actually going pretty slow, and there's a ton of them. And they're all in like a single file column right now on the screen, which they may not be for you, because I will have changed the rate at which they're scrolling on the screen by speeding up the footage in post. Hey look, that guy has the last name Vasco. He must be a cool guy. QA certification group testers. Well, alright then. Yeah, it's probably not a good sign that I'm actually just reading credits at this point. But I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, about the hidden spiders. So, like I was saying before, when I was still actually playing the game, I do still intend to do the hidden spiders. It will be a bonus video that I will put at the end of my playlist, and I will post, and I will try to make a big deal about it on Twitter, for those of you who follow me. And for those of you who follow me on Twitter, I appreciate that as well. Hopefully you're not annoyed by my, like, constant, like, random ramblings about just everything. Mostly video games, though. Mostly because of my recent employment with G4. Video games have kind of become my life, which is actually a contributing factor to why it's kind of hard to go home and get myself psyched about recording, like, finding hidden spiders and whatnot. And on that note, I think my plan for the near future, because I want desperately to keep with something resembling a regular update schedule. So I think I'm going to try and finish my blind Let's Play of Portal 2 before I open up like a forum to everyone to sort of weigh in on what game I should play next. I have like a couple of games here that I could Let's Play. I've taken to the habit of asking for video games for holidays that I think I would like to Let's Play. My mom is being very accommodating about that in general. I mean, in fairness, she is probably my biggest fan, which sounds ridiculous. It sounds like really pathetic when I say it, but no, like, she's hardcore about it. Like, she watches like all my videos, she comments a lot, I don't know, she's invested a lot of time in like endorsing my career as a Let's Player. Career in air quotes, by the way. I do actually have the ability to monetize my videos. For one, I'm not sure that what I'm doing is technically fair use. If I was, then I would be inclined to monetize my videos and make something for all the effort I put into them. So if that ever comes up, you know, I'd appreciate your patience with the ads if I implement them at some point in the near future. And wow, I actually managed to talk through the entirety of that enormous credit sequence, so I'm terribly sorry. Because that was really long, and that's just like a lot of me talking about nothing. But yeah, so Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. It's a really cool game, and honestly, like, the fact that if you've watched all this, you've like had the entire story spoiled for you, I really don't think that's a big detriment. Like, I feel like you could still go out, buy this game, maybe find it used or something, get it cheap, and just play it and enjoy it, because it's a really fun game. And, you know, your mileage may vary as to how annoying you find the noir levels, but, like, I just find it a little buggy, a little glitchy, and it's sort of, you know, it breaks my immersion into the whole stealth thing. Anyway, I don't have anything to talk about at this immediate moment, so I'm really just gonna let you go, because it's been going for long enough. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. And, you know, please stay tuned to my channel, subscribe if you liked this and want to see more. I will continue to try and provide the best quality of Let's Play that I am capable of, and I'm trying to improve that quality over time. My videos are now not in just 240p, and, you know, if I figure out better ways to compress videos or to get that higher quality from the recording technology I have, then I will try to someday get high def. It's not going to be soon, though, so don't hold your breath, but I am making an effort to improve my Let's Plays in every way possible, And I hope you stay tuned and watch that journey as well. And you know, stay tuned for more videos. Please leave comments, like, subscribe, do all those great things. And you know, just keep on being supportive if you like this stuff, because I really love it when you guys are loving my videos. It's really nice to know that that all the work is for something, you know. But I'll probably be posting these even if no one's watching them. I mean, that's how I started, so I don't see how that would deter me at all. Anyway, you guys all have a great day and a great however much time it is before I post the next video. And yeah, look forward to more Portal and hopefully some new projects in the not too distant future when I have more time to prepare for Let's Plays. Thanks so much for watching, and you know, you guys are the best. Give yourselves a round of applause. Heck, I'm gonna give you a round of applause. I'm gonna give you a round of applause to go out on. Thanks again, everybody. Yay!